What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis playoff edition. We're going to talk about how the Cleveland Cavaliers ended up getting eliminated by the Indiana Pacers in only 5 games, which is crazy that they won all these games, had a crazy dominant season, was able to outplay and go through so many different things. And Kenny Atkinson was the coach of the year. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year, multiple All-Stars on this roster. And then they only win one game to the Indiana Pacers, who played smarter, played better, played faster, and was able to have everybody step up. And then their star, Tyrese Halliburton, when they was down and out, they counted on him to get them back in the game and lead them to victory, which he ended up doing in this game. And that's what we wanted Donovan Mitchell to do. He was able to miss some free throws and miss some opportunities and miss some chances. And his teammates ended up doing the same. They just wasn't ready for this moment. They wasn't ready for this opportunity. And it's a failed chance for them to be champions. But we got to give credit to the Indiana Pacers. They handled their business. They did their thing. They proved me wrong because I had the Cavaliers winning in 6 and they ended up losing in 5. So the series wasn't as close as we thought it was. And it thought, man, the Pacers are on another level. They're a legit team. I'm not surprised that they gave them competition. I'm not surprised they made it difficult, but I am surprised that they was able to win it this fast, and they are the first team to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals or the conference finals in general, because other teams are having trouble too. And we'll see how those other series go. But let's talk about this game where the Pacers won it 114 to 105. Cleveland was up by 19 in this game. It looked like they was going to win it. It looked like they was going to run away with it, and they at home too. So it all looked like a perfect picture for them to keep the series going. But they won the first quarter 31 to 19. They lost the second quarter 33 to 25. And there you seen the shift in the game where some things that the Pacers was doing just wasn't working out. And they just wasn't making the shots that they was taking. That didn't really happen in the second quarter. Things changed a little bit. Cleveland started struggling, putting points on the board, and they struggled stopping the Pacers. And then that carried over into the third quarter where they lost that one 33 to 20, and they lead diminished. And then they found themselves trailing in behind. And even in the fourth quarter, it ended up being 29 to 29, which means Cleveland didn't make enough ground to be able to win it. They did have opportunities to tie the game. They did have opportunities to take the lead. They just couldn't keep making shots against the Indiana defense. And some of the opportunities were shots that they normally make. It just didn't go in when it mattered the most. Indiana didn't care because their goal was to come out here with the win, and they played good enough to get the lead. They played good enough to stay ahead, and they was good enough to advance. And we do have to give them love and support because they played the game the right way. Pascal Siakam was good. 40 minutes played. They needed him to play as much as they could because he was one of their best offensive weapons tonight and has been for them the entire season. He was 8 of 20 from the field and 2 of 5 from 3 and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He hit the elbow jumpers, the threes, and also was able to score in the paint like he usually does. He's a guy that can score multiple ways, and it's good having a guy that you can throw the ball down to and trust that he can make a good decision too, because he finished with 5 assists, 8 rebounds. He also had a steal and 2 blocks. He had 4 personal fouls. That was one of his problems tonight, but it didn't hurt him too much because, like I say, still played 40 minutes. He had 21 points. He was a plus 10 and plus minus. Aaron Nesmith, 37 minutes, 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. A lot of his looks was open. A lot of his looks was a little rushed and forced by him, and that's why he got the result that he ended up getting. But he still ended up getting a double-double and was the only guy on the team to get a double-double tonight for the Pacers because he had 13 points and 13 rebounds, with 2 of them being offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals. He had 5 personal fouls and still ended up playing 37 minutes. He was a plus 17 and plus minus. And Miles Turner, you would think he had a bigger game, but he really didn't. He was only 3 of 7 from the field and 1 of 2 from 3. He got 3 or 4 from the free throw line to go for him, but he did get 7 rebounds and 2 of them was offensive. He had great blocks tonight, using that speed and that athleticism. 1 was a goal 10, but since they didn't call it, they counted as a block, so he finished with 4. score, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls. He was a plus 12 and plus minus. You have to love the fact that he was able to hide a little bit and come over and block and contest shots throughout the entire game, and that's what they needed him to do. Plus, he didn't get in foul trouble either. He only had 2 tonight, which shows you that he was protecting the paint the right way. Andrew Nembhard was really good. He's a sneaky player. He comes out of nowhere and hit shots and make shots. Sometimes you forget he's even on the court because he's so nonchalant, but he hits the timely buckets too. He's been doing that all playoff run for the Pacers even last year, and he's doing it again this year. And he was 7 of 11. Didn't take too many shots and also kept the ball moving if he didn't have the shot that he wanted. That's something you have to love about him. And he was also 3 of 6 from 3, so he made them when they mattered also. And he was 1-1 from the free throw line, finished with 18 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He also was a plus 11 and plus minus. And then the guy that they trusted the most outside of Pascal Siakam, their other all-star, Tyrese Halliburton, 36 minutes played, 10 of 15 from the field, 6 of 10 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. When they was down big, he ended up playing his best and also was able to continue that throughout the rest of the game. His father should be happy, smiling, and proud because he believed that his boy is really good at this game. I'm from Wisconsin, so I know that I had love and support for him even in high school, even in college. And so I thought he'd be a good player in the NBA, and so far he has been. Other than that, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. He did have 4 turnovers that hurt it a little bit, but he was able to fix that as the game continued to go on. He did have 3 personal fouls also, but he was a plus 27 and plus minus, which was the highest in the team. And he also led them in scoring with 31 points, which was the most for the Pacers. Other than that, Obi Toppin, 12 minutes. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, but he did go 3 of 3 from the free throw line and had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal with 2 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. He was a -8 and plus minus. He ended up having 5 points. Jarris Walker played a couple seconds, and that was it. So his numbers didn't really show up for that reason because he couldn't really do much. And then Thomas Bryant played 11. He was good being in the right spots at the right time and just finishing when he could. He was 4 of 6 from the field, 101 from 3. That was good to see. 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, plus 4 and plus minus 9 points. TJ McConnell, 10 minutes, 0-1 from the field, 3 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive with 2 assists, 2 turnovers. He was a -16 and plus minus. He didn't even score a point tonight, but you got like the assist and the rebounding and the fact that, he came in looking to make, some good plays, and he did that as much as he could tonight in those 10 minutes that he played. And then Benedict Mathurin only played 11. Rick Carlisle went with the guys that he felt that can win them the game, that was playing the best. Benedict Mathurin went 2 of 4 from the field and 0 of 1 from 3. I didn't like the 3-point shot that he took. He can make it, but it was a tough shot. But other than that, he had 1 block, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls. He's a -13 and plus minus. He ended up having 4 points. And then Ben Shepherd ended up going 1-1 from the field, and it was 3 that he took. Other than that, you had 1 rebound and a steal with that 1-3. He finished with 3 points, 1 turnover, and 2 personal fouls. He's a +1 and plus minus. The other guys did not play coach's decision because it's a closeout game. You definitely want to win it if you have the chance to, and they had the opportunity to do that, and they did that because that was 41 of 82, 50% from the field, 15 to 35, 42% from 3, 17 to 22, 77% from the free throw line. They might want to do a little bit better than that in the next series as much as they can. But they did also have 47 rebounds, 26 assists, 8 steals, 8 blocks, 13 turnovers, and 27 personal fouls. And then the Cavaliers, it was working fine and things looked good throughout this game for them, including the beginning of the game, but they just couldn't hold the lead. They just couldn't make enough shots. They just couldn't make enough plays to be able to win this game on both ends of the court. Evan Mobley was 8 of 12 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. He did get 20 and 10 with 24 points and 11 rebounds. 5 of them was offensive, 1 assist, 2 blocks, a -14 and plus minus. Jared Allen couldn't even play the entire game. He was off the court for a lot of it in the fourth quarter, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He only had 4 rebounds in 30 minutes. 1 of them was offensive with a steal. He did have 2 turnovers and a personal foul. He finished as a -3 and plus minus with 9 points. Darius Garland couldn't really score the basketball really at all, even if he had looks that he liked. He was 4 of 16 from the field, 0 of 6 from three, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He did have 4 rebounds and 3 assists. He also had 5 turnovers, which was costly, even in the fourth quarter. He also did have 4 personal fouls. They kept putting him in situations that was not healthy for him, and he basically had to battle as much as he could, even if it was meaning getting somebody to the free throw line, which is bad. Minus 18 and plus minus 11 points for him, but he did get in double figures. Donovan Mitchell tried to carry this team as much as he could, and he just didn't have it tonight. Just to be honest, people gonna think I'm bogus, but you got to at least shoot 50%. You got to at least shoot 40 from three, and you got to make your free throws. If you're not doing those things, then you're not going to help your team win. He was inefficient today. 8 of 25 from the field, 4 of 13 from three, 15 to 21 from the free throw line. He did end up getting 9 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive with an assist and 4 steals and a block. The defense was there. The effort was there. He just couldn't do it by himself. You know what I mean? Him and Evan Mobley did the best they could to put this team in the winning position, which they were in, and they were still competing to be able to win the game, but it just fell short at the last minutes of the game. But he did have 2 personal fouls and 2 turnovers. It was minus 3 and plus minus, and led everybody in this game with 35 points. And then Max Strus, he had some good looks, and he could not make it, even if he was throwing the ball into the ocean. 0 of 9 from the field, 0 of 6 from three. He didn't even attempt a free throw because he took majority of his shots on the perimeter or close to it. 7 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, 2 assists. For him, other than that, he didn't do anything but get 4 personal fouls and be a minus 3 and plus minus. He finished with 0 points, and to the point where they said, if you're going to do that, Strus, then we're just going to ride DeAndre Hunter. This is why they wanted him. This is why they traded for him, because he was 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from three. He hit some big shots too when he was on the court. 0-1 from the free throw line. He did get 5 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive with an assist and a steal. He also had 4 personal fouls, which made him a +4 and plus minus. He was the only guy to get in double figures off the bench with 12 points. Dean Wade did what he could. 19 minutes for him. 2 or 3 from the field. 6 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive. 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, minus 11 and plus minus. He ended up having 4 points. Isaac Okoro, 1 of 2 from the field. 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, +2 and plus minus. He ended up having 2 points, and that was it for him in 16 minutes. And then Ty Jerome had one of his shots blocked, which was a mid-ranger, so he ended up going 3 of 5 from the field, but he finished 2 of 3 from the three-point line and hit one that cut it to single digits, gave them hope, gave them excitement that they can get back in the game and get the lead, which they ended up doing some of those things, but it wasn't long-lived. 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, +1 and plus minus. He ended up having 8. The rest of the guys, and there was a couple guys, didn't play. Coach's decision. 35 of 90, 38% from the field, 9 of 35, 25% from three. So they didn't shoot the ball well. They shot it poorly tonight from the field and from three, and that's why they ended up losing by 9. But they also was 26 to 37, 70% from the free throw line. They had point blank free throws that can keep them in the game and keep giving them chances to be able to steal this game and force a game 6, but they ended up squandering those too. 15 offensive rebounds, 46 total. They lost the rebound battle by 1. They did have more steals, more they was tied in steals, but they had less assists than the Pacers with only 10. They also relied a lot on isolation and quick moves that could lead to a shot or a make, but it didn't really happen enough today. They also had 3 blocks. They lost that battle. They had 11 turnovers. They won that one, but they also committed 23 personal fouls. They actually won that battle because they got a whole lot of free throw attempts, like I said, 37, which is a lot, but it didn't really materialize too much as the Pacers still was able to stay ahead and ended up clinging to that lead to the point where when the game was over, they had it, so they won the game because of that. Other than that, peace out. 9-9. Hey, goodbye to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and congratulations to the Pacers. You made it here last year. You showed that it wasn't a fluke. You showed that it wasn't bull. You are a real team. You have a championship Hall of Famer head coach, and y'all are on a good level, and y'all clicking and playing some of the best basketball left in the NBA playoffs. So all I can say is I got respect for y'all. I got love for y'all like I had last year, because I feel like that was the toughest series that the Celtics had to play. And I said that last year, and I think it would have been the same this year. And the only thing I can say is, man, I didn't see Cleveland losing this series the way that they did. And it's very impressive seeing how the Indiana Pacers took them out and ended up playing them on both ends of the court. It was a master class, and I feel like Kenny Atkinson got out coached, and I feel like the guys played better, and they just knew where to be, and they just knew where their shots was coming from, and they didn't have a problem with how the flow of the offense was going. And then you got to give a lot of love and support to Tyrese Halliburton being called overrated, then getting to the conference finals again and being a big reason why they was able to do it in the Buck series and also in this series. So Tyrese is that guy. He is a him in this league, and he's been an all-star before, so he understands what it takes to be great. And he was injury riddled a little bit this year. The Pacers got off to a mediocre start, and they actually ended the season as one of the best teams in the league, and they're doing it even in the playoffs. So, I give them their credit and tell them that y'all are the real deal, and we'll see how far y'all can take this Pacer brand and style of basketball in the playoffs, as y'all have another round to look forward to while other teams are getting eliminated. And my Celtics are in a situation too where we're down 3-1. So hopefully we can win our next game and try to push, to 6 or 7 to be able to play the Pacers again and see if we can beat them. But you never know. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, also future stars. I also do draft coverage and mock drafts too. So if you love that type of stuff, this is the channel for you. Not only that, like I said, I make videos every single day, and I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch and enjoy. If you love those type of videos, this is the channel you would love and enjoy to be a part of. And most of my subscribers and most people that watch the channel will agree with that. Not only that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting the channel any way that you do. Let's continue to try to make 2025 a better year than 2015. We've been consistent the first 5 months of this year, so let's try to continue that for the rest of the year. And that's something that I'm looking forward to as a content creator. That's a 50-50 reason why the channel is still around, because I made the content you guys want to see and you guys want to watch. And that's always fun for me, and it seems definitely fun for y'all. So let's keep it going. Hope y'all had a blessed day. Hope y'all enjoying y'all weekday. Hope y'all enjoying y'all grind. Hope y'all staying positive, and hope y'all staying blessed. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is, and continually to come back or subscribe to be a supporter and show love to this channel to the best way that you can. And I love it and I appreciate it. Other than that, I'm going for now. Peace. See you guys later. And thanks for watching. I'll be back later today with the other game. So check out for the channel. Keep checking out for the channel and stay notified. Other than that, peace out. I'm going for now. See y'all later, hopefully.